Wow, that was an amazing intro, Mimi. It was great.
Oh, my mic's been muted that whole fucking time. All right. Fuck. We're gonna restart
Oh
this shit.
Oh, restart.
Okay.
that's so
Nowadays,
good.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Idiots Rolling Dice. I am going to be your host, Mimic the Idiot, this evening. Please be sure to keep your arms, legs, and hands inside the vehicle at all times as we go on this adventure, because it is very likely you might lose them. I am joined tonight by some very wonderful people, starting first with Miss Daisy Cakes.
Hey, 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 Mimic. Thanks for having me. Thanks so much. I'm so excited to be here.
Next up, Mr. Jimmy.
playing Jade. Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say already. So, next.
This is what happens when I fuck up the first intro. Next up, Mr. Play to Fool.
Hello, I'm Play the Fool, playing Demetrius Longwing. Happy to be back onto the epic, playing a horrible wizard and hoping not to lose any more limbs because that's already happened enough to me.
Last but not least, Mr. Vex.
What's poppin'? Just here for the ride, you know?
We know.
Don't really, just waiting for us to die at some point.
Speaking of rides, let's recap what happened last time on this little roller coaster. And I'm done with this fucking voice. Okay, so previously,
oh, perfect. It fits the montage, man.
yeah, you know what? I think it's great for it's thematically and tonally sound perfect.
For about 10 seconds.
Previously, our heroes were face to face with the Mad Woman of the Woods. Oh my god! Upon meeting her, Talia realized that this oracle was actually her estranged mother, who had once abandoned her mysteriously years ago. The group learned about her tortured fate as somebody who had been accidentally imbued with magical powers she was never meant to control. The Mad Woman revealed a lot about the group's past and potential future outcomes. However, while they were at the recovering and resting at the Mad Woman's house, they saw a disturbing force heading straight for them on their special magic map that they have. Upon going out to meet this trailblazer, our group set up traps and caught some mechanical creation construct of some kind, the likes of which they had never seen, fully by surprise, ambushing and destroying it, with only two of them very, very nearly dying. The group then made their way back to the hut, had some more conversation with the Madwoman, where Talia learned that on the night that the mother was imbued with magic, a mysterious woman came to their old house to do something to Talia. The mother tried to stop it and unfortunately caught a stray arrow, if you will. And then it was discovered that Jax, our friendly cleric, had been branded in some way when he was trapped, and that they think the opposition was dragging him through this brand that he had. And the madwoman pointed them in the direction to someone they knew who might be able to help fix it. So you guys have all kind of like rested and recovered after this massive battle you had. You've all just had a long rest. And knowing that you're tracked, Tayrina, I think I said her name was, Talia's mother. There's either Tayrina or Taylina.
I think it was Tayrina.
Yeah, cast a spell to try and like hide Jack so you guys could rest here, but it's only temporary. Her magic is not that strong. It's not strong enough to like overpower that sort of divine magic forever. Talia, you and your mother have talked a little bit. She sent you guys to find this priestess of the night who Jax had met in Delphi originally. Or not Delphi, Thebes originally. Too many cities. So you guys kind of have an idea of where you're going. She mentioned something about the Bay of Thessalonius, which is not too far kind of geographically where you guys are from now. Probably about a day's ride north. Or a little less than a day's ride north, depending on how fast your horses are. But you don't have any of those, so never mind. Yeah, you guys have kind of all recovered and woken up the next morning. What's everyone doing?
Yeah, definitely sit in there praying for a little bit. See if we can get any kind of. See if the stupid ass fucking dove.
Give me an insight check.
The dove?
Yeah, for the dove.
Uh, 16.
Yes.
The dove is clearly like upset with you for thinking so little of it when it is very good little dove.
I didn't mean it doubt. It was more just like I had forgotten for a second, and it came to mind really quickly. Oh, don't get. No pets today, then I guess, huh? All right.
The dove like crosses the swing and go like looks away from you.
I swear that dove is cussing you out every time it lands.
It definitely is.
See? Disagreed.
I mean, look who's like the dove belongs to, right? Belongs
Touche.
to Aphrodite and Ares, who had a thing going. And Ares isn't the best to like get along with, speaking from firsthand.
The dove's like shaking its head no.
So like, you can probably tell Aphrodite has her streaks a little bit, you know. She is dating fucking Ares. Yeah, whatever that thing said.
You gotta roll your R's a little bit more.
Sorry, my mouth's dry. Hold on a second.
You gotta
It's
be like,
affecting mine.
You gotta get your cheeks into it more.
Fuck you,
Try
my
it
dove
again.
is perfectly
Try it
fine.
again, Daisy.
Okay. So Jax is kind of praying. Nothing significant seems to be happening for you at this point in time. Anybody else doing anything before you guys pack up and head out?
I just pat the pigeon on the head saying good boy.
Oh, it likes it.
Thought it was a spectral dove.
It is a spectral dove, but you know, it understands the it gets intent.
So in more reality, he's just patting my shoulder.
No, they can see it. It's like it's there. Yeah, but yes, your hand kind of phases through, and you like clearly like bump his shoulder a little bit. It's weird. It's awkward, but the dove still appreciates it. It's the thought that counts, for sure.
That's all that matters.
Don't you dare tell anybody about that.
I'm telling everybody about that. All right,
The dove
Just gonna,
apparates away.
packs up
It's
his
done.
shit and then just kind of waits for everybody.
Okay, you guys just gonna head out then?
Yeah.
Perfect. Your mom Talia just kind of hugs you and says, "Come back safe, please, daughter."
Don't worry. I'll come back for you. I promise.
Thank you.
Be strong. I kind of just like turn away, but I'm like trying to hold it together, but very clearly not holding it together when I turn around.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You guys see that on the map, like an arrow has begun to point kind of north. You can't scroll around on the map or anything like an iPhone, but it moves with you, and it's like clearly indicating a direction of some kind.
What? Follow.
I was gonna say, I guess we're going that way.
Yep. Okay. All right. So you guys begin to follow. Start walking. You guys eventually come to the end of the woods, and it gets to be more of like, not a desert, but like very dry, kind of like grasslands. And you guys find yourself in like the opening, kind of following this trail. Um, so as you guys are kind of walking, just give me perception checks.
17 for me.
14.
25.
20, 21.
Okay. So the two who beat a 20, you notice in the sky, that something is like flying overhead pretty far away, like very good distance. But it's like what looks to be like a giant bird is flying up ahead. Not like directly over you guys, like off in the distance, but like it's large enough that you can see it from that far away.
Okay. Oh, that's big.
What is that?
Something that's gonna try and eat us for sure.
I hope
Do
not.
we have to go straight to the eating us part?
Well, I mean, that's kind of how it works in the forest. The only reason anything's gonna interact with you is if it wants to eat you.
I mean, not all the time.
I was
Most
about
of
to
the
say
time.
that. Okay, about what, 80% of the time,
Something
90%
like
of the
that.
time?
Does he look like he wants to hang out with you?
I
I
mean,
don't know. I don't even know why you guys are hanging out with me, so I don't know. Yeah.
You know. Alright, point taken. Point taken. Let's go. Let's go see if he wants to hang out. Tell you what, you can be the one to introduce yourself.
All right, let's do it.
I just start pushing him.
I'm just like walking along, hoping.
Okay. This is like pretty well off in the distance, so it'll be a while before you can,
Actually, get close enough to it.
actually get close enough to it.
Yeah.
But
It's still
it's
pretty
definitely,
big.
yeah, definitely. You can see it's something that you guys are looking forward to in the future.
Yeah.
You guys pass a couple like what looks to be like merchants, and like drawing like a little chariot behind them. Who stop on the road, say, "Hello, hello. Can I interest you in any wares?"
What kind of wares?
All sorts of things for the modern adventurer. These are dangerous times. Have to be prepared out here.
Let's see what you
Uh,
have.
Very true.
Okay.
I press yes to interact and open the shop.
Everybody, give me an investigation check.
Alright, 6.
11.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Very nice.
Okay.
Nice
Talia
rolls.
and Demetrius, what you guys see is that like these. I mean, they have pretty simple like rations, a couple like little like sealed jars, which you can assume to be potions. But otherwise, just like pretty simple stuff. The two who beat a 20, you see that there's like a lockbox basically, or a box that is like has a little seal on it, that they have like available, but like seems like they're kind of hiding a little bit.
Excuse me.
Yes, what can I help you with?
That box right there, has a seal on it. Is that for sale?
The box itself, or are you interested in the contents?
Well, what's the context? Contents.
Uh-huh. I need to know if you're a serious buyer at this point.
How much gold do I have? I don't remember.
You guys took some gold. You probably have about 100, 200 gold, like individually each.
Okay. I kind of take out the bag of gold and kind of just like flop it in my hand so it like they can hear the money inside.
Okay. Very, very interesting. Well, they open the box. They pull out the box. They take a little key to the lock, and there is what looks to be like some bracers inside of it, like some arm guards. They said these are some very special armaments or defensive items that we have for sale, but only to someone very serious. Are you the serious kind of man?
I mean, I'm wearing full ass plate armor. I think I'm pretty serious.
Go ahead and give me Arcana or Insight.
15.
There's some up with this shit. Like there's something about these bracers. They look to be your size.
How much for them?
I'd say about 200 gold.
Yeah, I don't have much use for fucking money. You just toss in the bag.
Toss them in the bag. They look open and count. They say, "Very well, sir." They like open the box and like open it towards you. Be my guest.
I take them and like one by one start like undoing my garments that I'm already wearing and kind of just throw them to the ground and just place these on.
Okay. You take 10 damage as soon as you place them on.
Yes.
As they bind into you with like this blood magic that you see. So you immediately take 10 damage as these physically bind into your body. But you do have an armor. Go ahead and add 1 to your AC and increase your strength score by 2.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh shit! Nice.
That gives me fucking 20 strength.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope.
Oh, the right score that you are. I don't want to fucking do that. Whatever. Armor. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
What?
That's it for now.
So when I feel them like kind of like pretty much binding to me, I go, oh, another curse. Great.
You seem to have some sort of experience with things of the like.
I'd say that. Had a black trident dig into my hands.
Then perhaps if you're one who loves cursed items, you might be interested in this. And they hand you a paper, like a piece of parchment with, do you take it?
Sure.
It basically is just a treasure map with, kind of across the sea, on the island that they, where like the Priestess of the Night described the like entryway to the underworld is. There's an X.
Huh. Interesting. Do you know what this X is? Have you ever gone to it? Where the X
Well,
is?
apparently there is someone, I'm not 100% sure, it's all myths and legends, but there is a grand stash of cursed armaments that you can access via that island somewhere.
I'm gonna definitely keep that. That I know the door to the underworld is there, so I'll keep that to myself. And I just go,
Magical.
well, thank you. Pleasure doing business.
Yes, anybody else? Would you like anything?
Mm.
Do I still have a health potion? Do you have any health potions?
Yes, I have basic health potions that heal 2d4 plus 2, available for 20 gold apiece.
I'll take 3 of those.
Okay,
If you have enough, I'll take 3 as well.
I do. I have 8 total. So each take some
Wait.
health potions.
So
I'll take the other 2 health potions.
Okay. So you guys, Talia and Jade have 3 health potions that heal 2d4 plus 2. Dimitri says 2. You guys also see him like kind of shuffle around a deck of cards, move some other stuff, and says, "Is that all I can interest you in?"
I mean, not what I wanted.
Very well.
I'm good. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Once again, they like move their card, this like deck of cards they have, put it away.
Actually, what's that deck of cards?
This nobody wants this.
Why not?
It's very expensive. You can only draw. I mean, you can draw as many cards as you want, but each card costs you something. But no, I don't think any of you are ready for this kind of magic. But I tell you what, you find
How much for one draw?
Why?
it's 50 gold a draw.
Hey, anybody want to fork up 50 gold for a draw?
Oh,
Why not?
I don't feel right selling this to you, adventurers of your stature. Maybe you come back after finding those cursed armaments, and we have a little exchange for something.
I mean,
If you
that
want to
would-
go now, you can go now.
no.
50 gold is really cheap for a draw. You know, it'll be fun. I swear.
I just turn away and start walking.
He has no money, so he can't do it himself.
Come on.
Come on, guys. I bet it's awesome. You know, I just got these sick ass gauntlets.
Guys.
Come on, Jade, Demetrius. I know you want to.
Hello.
It is
It's only-
tempting.
It is only 50 gold. It's really cheap.
I'll
Don't-
bite. I'll bite.
Don't do it. Don't
Okay.
do it.
You draw a card. I'm gonna put up this shuffled deck. Let's see what you get. What's that? 7 of diamonds. Oh, that's not even on here. Fuck.
You think it would be, but nope.
It's only
Hope
face
for the
cards.
aces. Hope for the
We're going
ace of
till
spades.
okay. Your first face card. King of Clubs. Oh no. Oh no.
Don't say that.
Oh no.
Don't say that.
Oh no.
Don't say that.
Oh
I
no.
don't want you guys.
Okay. This
Don't say
card
that.
that you just drew is the Void.
Oh shit.
Hold on. All right.
Do I need to go slip into the void while you do this?
Nope. Where is it? Why can't I find it? It's bad. Okay.
What are you laughing at, Max?
I'm gonna read the card description of this because
'Cause
he
I
just
know what
drew
this is.
the worst fucking card in the deck, pretty
You
much.
did?
Okay, Jax.
I didn't drop. Doesn't affect me.
I think you were the one that he forked up the money for you.
I didn't draw it though.
Okay.
What?
I'm willing, because, like,
I said,
This
does anyone
year's-
want to take a draw? It's only 50 gold. I never said, yo, hand me 50 gold.
I
I
had
Wow.
50. I had 50 gold.
okay.
Oh my
Here's
god.
what's gonna happen.
It means it's gonna happen to you, Jimmy.
I know.
No, you don't know.
I have a
As-
feeling it will.
No.
As you, okay, you draw this card. I'm gonna go ahead and read the spell. This black card spells disaster. Your soul is drawn from your body and contained in an object in a place of my choosing. One or more powerful beings guard the place while your soul is trapped in this way. Your body is incapacitated. A wish spell cannot restore you, but the spell does reveal the location of the object that holds it. You guys see Jade's body go limp and fall flat.
Vex, you're such an asshole.
It's a deck of many things. I had to do it, okay?
It was so
You see-
exhausting. We just had to leave. We just had to.
You see the merchant says, "Oh," picks up his deck and rides the fuck away.
I would fucking do shit.
Yeah.
That's just great, you guys. Now what the hell are we supposed to do?
Jade, your vision goes black. You don't feel anything. You just feel like you blink for a second, then wake up. You are locked in a cage, but like as you go to like reach through the cage, your hand can't even fit through like the bars in it, basically. Around you, it's dark before flames shoot up from the ground, fully encompassing the cage. No like lava or anything falls in, but you are surrounded in a just like complete encompassment of fire and lava and iron. You see, like you looking at your body, it seems normal, everything seems fine. But you hear a whip crack, and you hear a voice kind of echoey say, "This is where your soul will perish forever," and kind of fade in and out. The rest of you, like I said, you see Jade's body fall flat. What you guys doing?
I'm pacing, rubbing my temples, trying to figure out what the hell just happened, and also like dagger eyes right at you, Vex.
What?
You
I was curious,
what
and it turned out bad.
you knew what the risk was drawing from cards like that. That's a lot of magic to mess with, and that is why you should have walked away. Shouldn't have convinced him to do it.
I am greedy. Very greedy.
Yeah. So greedy that you don't care that you just forgave someone's soul, literally.
Yes.
I really want to hit you right now.
I mean, do you remember who I was a champion of? Champion of Ares. I don't really care about anybody except for war.
That's great. Okay. Anyway, so what do we do now?
We
I
go
can
safe.
carry him.
Yeah, we can leave his body right here.
Can we at
I'm
least
joking. I'm joking.
Okay. All right. Well, I certainly can't carry him, so just wanted to make sure. What?
Well, we know the location, or is it just what it's?
You
being-
guys don't know the location.
or it's what he's being held in.
You guys don't know any of that.
We have
Or is
no
it just
idea.
the person that drew the card knows?
The person that drew the card knows.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what it is.
How do we find
Like,
him? He
well,
took off. He bounced.
he knows where he is, but yeah, his body. You guys don't know anything. You guys don't even really know. Like, you can probably figure out that like something happened to him, but his body is lifeless.
Whatever happened, just he was here 1 minute and now he's not. Obviously, it had something to do with whatever this was. He told you this magic was too much for us, and we still messed with it, and now we're paying the price somehow. Or Jade is.
I mean, yeah.
Where did this? He obviously he left.
He fucking
We know
booked it.
Do we know which way he went? Can we find him? Can he do something to help us? Maybe he knows. Maybe he can help us figure out what we can do to undo this, if there's undoing.
Kind of poke his body and go, I don't know if there's any undoing this. I'm gonna make an Arcana check.
Okay.
My Arcana is terrible, so I'm not gonna bother.
22.
22. I mean, like, his body, like, you kind of like sense magic. His body's like still technically living, sort of, but it's got no soul. He got no soul.
He's comatose.
Well, he's
Basically comatose.
not dead at least.
Okay, but him not being dead doesn't make him any less not conscious.
No.
So we need to figure out why all of a sudden he's unconscious when he was very perfectly conscious about 10 seconds ago.
I mean, I guess.
This is really bad.
I mean, I have no
Shouldn't mess
idea.
with this kind of magic. I don't know why you guys wanted to mess with this kind of magic with me.
Because it's awesome.
Okay, while you guys are fighting, everybody but Jimmy, deafen yourselves, please. Okay. Well, things are gonna get real fun for you here, buddy.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Here you are in this cage. You don't really kind of like time starts to blend together. You don't. It feels like you've been here for a long time. Each moment, each moment that passes seems like an eternity. You constantly hear multiple whips cracking, but one is clearly like closest to you. One voice is clearly like dominating over you. You locked in this cage. All of a sudden, the bottom falls out, and you tumble and smack into the center of like a small room, kind of like clear, empty room. It's like circular, almost like a small coliseum, essentially. And the whip cracks get louder and louder. You hear the flap of a wing come closer to you. When flying down from what appears to be the ceiling, but is just like an eternal void, you see a pale-skinned woman with long green hair, eyes that are like bloodshot red with pupils that like stare through you. And she says, "You're in my domain now. This shall not be pleasant for you." She
Oh, boy.
drags her whip on the ground, kind of like circling. She has one like bat wing, large bat wing, in red clothing, just like kind of circling you like a lion circles its prey, cracking her whip every so often.
And who are you?
I'm your worst nightmare.
I had a feeling you were going to say that.
I I am the fury of the underworld. As she says that, she whips at you, wraps around your neck. You go eyes unconscious again, wake up once again in the cage, fully surrounded by fire. So the other three of you now have to carry his body, if you want to. And
I mean, we can get to the next town and see if someone might know. Like,
mhm.
I mean, we're going to this town anyway to find this fucking witch. So
Well, since I'm basically dead, I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, you guys have a good general understanding of where you're going. And what's up?
I'm just gonna put him on my shoulder and start
Yeah.
walking.
You're a big, super strong boy now, so
Yeah. I love
okay.
it.
Are Talia and Demetrius just kind of following behind?
Yeah, I'm just walking. I'm not talking to him.
Okay. You guys can still see whatever is flying up ahead. Still up there. So
I just start ignoring it.
okay. All right. You guys come. You kind of there's like this as you guys get closer and closer to where this thing is flying. It seems to be almost like patrolling where the path kind of in this like little like valley that you kind of have to crest through to get to where this like port city is, where you kind of think that this priestess would be. So how are you guys proceeding? As whatever it is, like you still can't really tell because it's kind of flying high up there, but it's massive. Clearly, I'll just keep your perception checks from earlier. Jax, you can see like clearly it's not really a bird, but is flying like a bird does.
So as we get closer, I can we can start seeing a little bit more of it. I'm just gonna start ducking into the woods.
Okay. You guys kind of duck behind some rocks. It's not super woodsy here.
Okay.
There is some cover, but it's not like you're
Yeah,
not
like
in
tall
like a thick
grass around?
forest. Yeah, there's tall grass. Like there's this kind of like little mountainous valley. So there's like rocks and stuff to hide behind. But it's not the most cover filled area.
So every time it makes like a swoop to like go back towards the town, I'm up.
Okay. Everybody give me stealth checks if that's how you guys are going to proceed.
Oh,
Disadvantage on stealth checks. Yay. 11.
five.
I get a 9 with advantage.
Okay.
We're boned. But it makes sense. There's not really a lot of stuff to hide behind, so it was only a matter of time before we were going to be noticed as not rocks.
Okay. This creature, you can tell, begins flying closer and closer to the ground. Looks like it's kind of circling overhead. You can see it doesn't like start fully diving down, but it is like getting closer and closer, kind of circling down. And from it, like from the ground, you can see it is a large black creature, huge wings, but arms and legs of a man. And you can't tell like much. It's has some sort of armor on, but you can't really tell what it is. And it begins to circle, and then start to dive at you. Everybody roll initiative. Ooh.
Yes.
Natty 1.
19.
9.
So it's a 4 altogether? Nope, a 2.
Woohoo. A 2? Yeah.
9 and Jax. A 2. Okay.
Gives you time to stuff Jade's body over there in the bushes.
I'm gonna drop him.
Don't be stuffing my body in places it doesn't need to be.
Now we're just gonna stuff him
Um,
right between two rocks. Make sure he's
Listen, you
hidden.
don't have a whole lot to say about the issue currently, so
You're the
just
one that drew
leave
from
it.
the deck.
You're the one who pushed.
I didn't push.
Don't be a dick.
Speaking of being a dick and pushing, this thing on its turn is just diving down, getting close to where you guys are now. It's a couple 100 feet away. It takes a full dash on flying wise. You guys
That was a
probably
great segue.
so it is diving towards you guys at this point. Talia, you are up next.
That's kind of insane. I'm gonna use my longbow and see if I can take a shot at him while he's diving.
Okay.
So like,
This first attack you have to make with disadvantage.
Okay.
Because it's just because of like distance and height differences.
Right, because even if I'm shooting, no guarantee it's gonna make it all the way up there. But I'll just shoot at him anyway because he's very clearly coming towards us.
Mhm.
So I got I guess 14 would be my lower number.
That does not hit. You release an arrow, it like dodges in midair, gets out of the way. You only have one attack right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Any movement?
I mean, there's not a lot of stuff to hide behind, like you said. So, just gonna see where he ends up because he's diving towards us in the ground. Not really any place I can go, so I'm just kind of keeping my eye out. I'm not gonna take my eyes off him to move.
Okay. All right. You're just gonna stand there. Next up is gonna be Demetrius.
Well, if it's a couple of 100 feet away, there's nothing I can do really, because my longest attack is 190 feet,
I mean,
or 120 feet rather.
moving, or if you have any spells that buff anybody.
Let's see.
But or you could just hold your ground and prepare. You could take the dodge action if you wanted.
Yeah, I think. Excuse me. I think that's what I'm going to do is
Well,
take a
go ahead
dodge
with the
action.
rocks, too.
and so
Okay. So anything attacks you with disadvantage. Then it's going to be Jade. Or not Jade, Jax. Jade's having his own fight in the underworld. Or no, he's having his own fight somewhere.
I am just touch Demetrius on the shoulder and just cast Warding Bond.
Okay.
So you have a +1 to AC and +1 to, and saving throws you have advantage on, or a +1 to saving throws, and has resistance to all damage.
Um.
And
So
then I'm gonna move forward just a little bit, so I'm not next to them.
all right. So you drop Jade's body. You pat Demetrius on the shoulder, and like this pink like linking chain forms between the two of you. And you like begin to march forward and take a stance with your shield and your mace out, or hammer out. Okay, this thing takes another dash fly. It was another 120 feet. Is now 120 feet from you guys. That's gonna be its turn. Talia.
Okay, so he's probably not gonna get close enough. Well, I guess if I shoot at him, that might work. So,
He's within not disadvantage range for you at this point.
okay. So, can gift of chromatic damage that can be used on my arrows, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, fire or poison?
You can give me a perception check.
So I can try and make a decision.
Yeah.
So I got 21.
21. So this thing looks like its skin is like this black kind of like nasty rotting shit. It's wearing this like purple and gold armor, with like this weird, like plumed. It's like kind of the plume of a helmet, but it seems to be like embedded in its skin, kind
So
of.
It looks undead, or
Yes.
Okay.
That's, I mean, from this distance at this speed, that's probably the best you could get.
well, if it looks yucky. I mean, so then acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison. I guess poison damage. No, fire. I want fire.
Okay.
All right, so fire. So I'm
All
going
right.
to use that as my bonus action, and that's going to be for whatever attacks I make for the rest. Add 1d4 damage to it.
All right. So you kind of like rub your hand along the bowstring, and it like glows this like bright red. As you pull an arrow back, the tip kind of lights on fire. Go ahead and give me your attack roll.
Right. Yes. Dirty 20.
Okay. That's gonna hit.
And... Okay, so. Alright. So 5, 6, so 6 plus the 2, so 8 damage.
Okay. All right. So you release this arrow, boom, like clicks into its shoulder. It goes like, this like nasty scrawl rips the arrow out of one of its arm and continues to fly down towards you guys. Demetrius.
I'm gonna cast Firebolt at it.
Okay.
So completely lost a D20.
Happens.
10.
That misses. So you just sail, this firebolt goes, sails
I'm
off
gonna
into this.
cast Firebolt in this general direction.
Oh. Yes. Yes. Okay. So you go. Jax, this thing is about 120 feet from you guys now. What's up?
That's a good question. I don't know what's up. I mean, that thing's up, right?
Heyo.
Uh, yes. I'm just gonna. Can I tell who it's going for at the moment, or no?
Going for you guys. It's not seem to specifically be
Targeting anybody yet?
Yeah.
Guess we'll just cast guiding bolt on him real quick.
Okay.
Does a 27, 25? Sorry, 25. 25 hit?
Yes.
46. Yeah, 46. That's really shitty, really old. For 8 damage. Radiant damage.
Okay. All right. That's not a bonus. So you cast this bolt out of your hammer. This like light streaks across the sky, like sears one of its wings. It screeches again, but continues towards you guys. And that's going to bring us around back to its turn. Jax, I need you to go ahead and make a charisma saving throw.
Throw. Wow, I have a +2. That's really shitty. 12.
That's a fail. Out of one of this thing's like talon arms, this twisted crown of jagged gold and purple appears on your head, and you are charmed by this spell. We'll resolve more of that on your turn. Okay. No. Go back down here. And then it just is going to fly 60 feet closer, so it's now 60 feet from where you guys kind of are as a group. Talia.
Okay. Well, So for my wild shape, it says max CR1. So then it says no flying or swimming speed. So does that mean I can't fly, or I just can't fly fast?
I think it means you just can't fly fast.
Okay, because I'm wondering if it might. I mean, at least something, a way that I could figure out what the hell it is, or maybe distract it long enough, or maybe, I don't know, attack it from the air somehow. But I would have to be something big, because it is big, right? Now that it's getting closer to us, we're seeing that it is
Yeah,
kind of
it's
large.
pretty large. It's larger than a human. Smaller than like the construct soldier you guys fought, but bigger than a human.
Okay.
And it does have quite the wingspan.
Well, that's not cool. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna I'm gonna hold my attack on this one, and I'm gonna kind of just shimmy to the side and start getting myself ready for when he gets to the ground, because something that big is not worth it to me to fight in the air.
Okay. Cool. Demetrius, what are you gonna do? It's about 60 feet up now.
I'm gonna cast Toll of the Dead, so it needs to make a DC 14 Wisdom save.
Okay. It's gonna fail, actually.
Okay, has it lost any hit points?
Yes.
Then it takes 2d12 damage.
Ooh.
So it takes 16 damage.
Damn. Okay.
Nice.
This bell rings. The creature like clearly reels at this, but it is continues towards you guys. Jax, you feel just this madness and this rage inside of you currently. You turn around and see Demetrius there cast the spell up towards the creature, and you really want to fucking hit him.
Okay. I rolled bad at least. What's my 5 plus 8? So what? 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
What's your AC, Demetrius?
It's 13 with the spell from Jax.
Okay.
So you give me what +1 to AC, right?
+1 to AC, but you are
Yep.
resistant, so this is gonna be halved for you.
Doesn't the damage get split back to you?
It does.
Okay.
So any damage he takes, it's gonna be halved for him, and whatever he takes after that, I'm gonna take.
Okay.
So 1d8 plus 5. So 8 damage, so 4 damage to you, Demetrius, and then 4 damage to me.
Woohoo. Okay, you can make a wisdom save at the end of your turn. Or charisma save, sorry.
13 plus 2, 15.
You smack Demetrius, take, like, the damage shocks back into you, and you snap out of this. Give me a concentration check. Just DC 10 intelligence or wisdom, whatever your thing is.
Okay, I rolled an 11.
Okay. Cool. All right, so this thing, after seeing its spell get broken, Talia, you just feel your mind gets like warped. You can't really like understand what's going on. Go ahead and roll a d10 for me. Actually, give me a wisdom saving throw first. This thing is attacking your mind.
Nat 20.
Okay. So
Oh,
you like you
no.
feel
I lied. I wasn't looking. It says fuck.
oh
So
well
nat
that's
1.
bad. Yes, your your mind gets like warped and like shrouded and like you keep seeing like all these like super confusing images going up. Go ahead and roll a d10 for me.
Okay. 8.
8. You sit because you moved away. You're like you like start swinging and flailing randomly around with your little sword, but
Makes sense.
nothing is within your reach.
Okay.
So that's cool. That's your turn. Go ahead and give me another wisdom saving throw.
14.
14 does not make it. Okay, so you're still under the effects of this. Next up is going to be Demetrius.
All right. We're going to cast. Oh, that's another one that I don't have. Cloud of Daggers is in here.
Let's see if I can add it. Realistically, this thing is like moving like closer and closer to you, so Cloud of Dagger is probably not the best.
About
That might
how
be
far
another-
away from me is it?
It's 30 feet up now at this point.
Okay. Needs to make a DC 14 con save.
It fucking fails.
So it's gonna take 8d8 necrotic damage.
Cool. That's fine.
31 damage.
31 damage. You see that like the damage, like some of the damage, like it like wraps around this body. What spell did you cast?
Blight.
Blight. So some of this like sickness like wraps itself around the body, but then it like shakes some of it off. So it clearly affected it, but probably not as much as it could have. It's gonna make a concentration check now on the madness. It fucking fails. Because why wouldn't it? Daisy snaps out of it, or Talia snaps out of it. Jax, you're standing right next to Demetrius, snapped out of it, pure like back in the game.
I just pat Demetrius on the shoulder. Sorry, buddy.
Oh my god, what happened?
And then I'm just gonna cast Guiding Bolt again on him
Okay.
at a 3rd level spell slot. Cause why the?
I don't know why. Why wouldn't you guys?
It's gonna be an 18.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and do whatever you want to do.
6d6.
That's great. Real big fan of that.
8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 18 rate damage.
This thing looks fine. This thing looks like it's in great shape. But you blast it with another bolt, and it just swarms. It swarms down onto where Jax and Demetrius are. As you guys get everybody can go ahead and give me a free perception check as this thing lands.
9.
14.
18.
18. So Talia, you're still kind of like snapping out of it, your confusion. You basically just get like basic. This thing's probably like 10 to 12 feet tall, huge wings, dark skin and armor. It wields like it doesn't wield like any weapon, but it has these 2 huge claws. It lands like looking straight at Demetrius and Jax, so they get a better view of it. Its armor is gold looking with like a purple trim. Like I described to Talia earlier, it has what would be like the plume of a helmet, but just like imbued in its skin and like the kind of fur standing up for the plume is purple once again. It has this like black skin, 2 huge claws, and it says, "You have betrayed us. You shall be slain, and I will hunt that witch you work with until the day I die." And it like reaches up its claws and summons this like huge storm of fucking like black bats and everything, centered around Jax and Demetrius, as like you guys are just like being swarmed and like obscured by these bats on its turn, or and then it like lands and like begins marching forward. That's gonna be it. Talia, go ahead.
All right. So where am I? Like from where they are, where am I?
So you're like 10 feet on like behind this creature who landed in between you and them, we'll say.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try and see. Maybe I could sneak attack it if he's focused on them. Maybe I could take a hit, try and I don't know, hit something of him.
I mean, you can shoot at him. You don't get sneak attack, but you can shoot at him.
Yeah, that's true. And I still have the extra D4 damage. Yeah. All right. So let's do it. So I'm gonna take a shot with my longbow, and it's a 2, which misses inevitably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. And then I guess that's it. Yeah.
No bonus actions or anything. Okay.
No, I'm good right now. I'm gonna save it for next one.
Demetrius, give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Nat 20. So
Hell yeah.
You pass.
Nice.
It's really bad if you fail. 36. You still take 18 damage as these like
half to 9.
half to 9, but then Jax, you take your 9
Yeah.
on top of that, as these things are just like the screeching in your ear is like so loud, it's like uncontrollable, it's like causing you pain, and like the bats are like nipping at you as this thing's like moving forward, but you still have your turn to go, so go ahead and do what you're gonna do, baby.
How far away from us is it?
He's probably like 10 feet at this point.
Okay, so it needs to make a DC 14 con save. Because I am casting Infestation on it.
Come on, good dice. Yes, it passed. It's the first save I've passed.
It takes no damage then.
So you cast out this like swarm of bugs, and like the bats just kind of like take the hit for it. Any movement?
I'm going to back away from it.
Okay, so your movement is halved in this like storm. Like you realize you're like trying to back away, and like it's just harder and harder for you to move. So you can move like a full 15 feet, which gets you almost to the edge of this like storm of these bats and shit.
I am definitely doing that. Because
Okay.
25 feet away is a lot better than 10 feet away.
Okay. That's going to bring us to Jax's turn. I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw as well.
18.
18 is going to be a pass as well. Ooh. Ooh, those were good rolls. Ew. You take 23 damage as these things just like nip at
Jesus.
you, and yeah, I rolled really good.
Even with a pass, goddamn.
Yeah.
All right.
But that has your turn to go.
How close am I to him?
About 10 feet.
And okay. Okay, what do I want to do? Are these bats living at the moment?
Attacking them would be useless. There's just gonna any things that you attack, is just gonna be replenished. But you do see that this creature is like concentrating on keeping them here.
Okay. No, I was just wondering because I was gonna cast Spirit Guardians, but since you said it was kind of useless, if I was gonna attack him, so I'm just gonna walk up to him and cast Inflict Wounds on him.
Okay. Give me your spell attack roll.
22.
Yeah, sure.
5d10.
Uh-huh. What kind of damage is this?
Necrotic.
Okay.
On the table, please. Fucking Christ. Thankfully, I have way too many d10s. Alright. 10, 13, 20, 26, 27.
27. So just like when Demetrius cast like that spell of sickness up at it, like you can see like the damage definitely like affects it, but it does not like fully destroy like like some of its like skin and armor just like seem to resist it. That's cocked. What do I add to that? The swarm of bats dissipates as it like just clutches its chest. You shall pay for your insolence. And it's gonna make 2 attacks onto you.
Can I ask you a question?
No.
Like-
As it swings wildly and misses. Second attack. I rolled a 1 and a 3. Oh.
How did they do it? They asked. Well, because unfortunately,
Our DM sucks at rolling damage or rolling for attacks.
oh my god.
What is your question? As it like fails wildly.
Why are you attacking us?
Because you fight against our cause.
Are you Eclipse?
He points to the colors on his armor.
That's all I need
Fuck
to
do
know.
you think?
Is a town occupied by the Eclipse?
Shut up! It like swings again, missing. Okay, Talia, it's your turn.
Yay. Alright, well, I'm gonna run ahead. I'm gonna dash, and maybe try and get at least closer to him because he was walking away from me when I was shooting
Yes.
at him before. And I want to see how Thunder Wave would work.
Okay, Jax is immediately on the other side of him, just so you know.
Okay, well, how far away is that? A 15-foot cube. So if he's 10 feet away from me and Jax is at least 5 feet away from him, then we're good.
Jax is not 5 feet away from him.
I went up and touched him.
So
I'm
like if
5
you wanna set it like
Behind him.
give me an Arcana check and I'll say you can like set it behind him, just getting like his backside.
18.
18. Okay, so yeah, you can kind of set it just because like the massive frame he has. You can kind of like you're like careful enough to be able to plant this cube
Right
like
onto him.
just on the edge of where Jax is standing.
Okay. All right. So it's DC 14 con save.
It's gonna pass con save.
So it's half damage, which is,
Cool.
if I'm going at second level, it's 3d8 thunder damage.
That sounds great.
I'm going to just roll that because that seems easier. So that's 18,
Halved to 9.
half to 9.
Okay, I mean this thing looks like it's beat up, but not dead.
All right, sweet.
It's bleeding. Like this ooze is coming out of its skin as it's like been ripped to shreds and
Electrocuted.
stuff. Electrocuted. Demetrius, it's your turn.
It needs to give me another DC 14 Wisdom save.
It's not gonna do it.
Takes another 2d12 of necrotic damage.
Cool.
That's 7 more damage.
That damage once again does like not take full hold of it. Yeah, I mean it's not happy with how things are going. Jax, all you, buddy.
Just gonna attack him twice.
You do that.
One's going to be 19.
Sure thing, that's gonna hit.
The other is, I rolled 2 11, so 19, both of them.
Wow, amazing.
Wow.
Those both
2d8.
hit.
And damage on the first one, and 7 damage on the other.
Okay, so 17 total.
Yep.
Sure thing. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, awesome, right?
Yeah. Jax, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Please kill him. Please kill him.
17.
Well, shit. You hear like in your mind say, maybe you should attack your friends, right? That'd be cool. I'll tell you what you want to know if you attack your friends.
No, thank you.
It's gonna take an opportunity attack from Jax and turn around towards Talia and move that way.
I got a 17.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, I rolled the fucking max damage on that one. Hell yeah. 13 damage.
Cool. This thing's like not looking in great shape. But that's its turn right now. Talia, it's gonna bring us to you.
Well, so as he turns to me, I just say to him, "You're on the wrong side of this."
Fuck you, you shall all feel the wrath of our Lord.
I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave at a 3rd level. So 14 con save again, please.
Hey, I rolled it. I beat it.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Well, so have. So 17 have to what?
9.
Yeah.
Looks pretty fucked up. Demetrius.
Let's go with I'm gonna go with Magic Missile at 1st level.
Okay.
That's an automatic hit too.
Yep.
So 1d4. I'm just gonna roll that in here.
Cool.
3 damage.
Don't you get multiple missiles though? Don't you get 3 missiles?
You should get.
Oh yeah.
So 3d4.
So that's 7, 9 total.
9 total. Cool. Yeah, this thing is looking pretty bad. Jax, it's gonna be your turn.
Just gonna cast Sacred Flame on him. So he needs to make I think it's a Constitute Dexterity.
It's gonna
That'd be
pass that one.
Okay. Then attack on was gonna attack him.
Okay.
18.
Yeah, that hits.
1, 8. 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. Let's see. This thing flaps its wings and takes off. Talia and Jax, you both get an opportunity attack with your scimitar, Talia.
Okay.
Got a 17.
Nat 20.
Um,
26.
you guys, Talia, as it like flaps its wings, goes to scratch up, like fly up. You scratch it across, you slice it across the chest, cutting its armor so it falls, as like still begins to like kind of limply flip up. Jax, you just like hammer its tail, like pinning it to the ground almost, as it like flies, flaps its wings, struggles, and falls to the ground. I'll say you guys are allowed to do non-lethal damage if you want to.
I kind of sit down on him and go, so, what's the deal?
Fuck you, that's the deal.
I mean, maybe if you play nice, you'll live.
I'm standing a few feet above, just behind his head, with the scimitar just on the side of his neck.
I mean,
You think-
she's already really mad. I want to test her.
You think if I help you, they'll let me live anyway?
Well,
So then I guess
you're not helping
is-
us.
live now, or, die now.
The punishment you can give me is far less painful than the one they would.
Can I tell if he's kind of like an undead kind of creature?
Go ahead and just give me an investigation check.
It's gonna be a 7.
Not undead. Clearly not undead. Is clearly not like a living human, like standard biological creature. More fiend. This is probably this is a fiend of some kind.
Okay. So radiant damage, I don't think would be doubled per se, or weakness
No.
too.
And you saw that when you attacked it. Like the radiant did not seem to be more effective than anything.
Okay.
Like in particular.
I'm just gonna kind of snap my fingers and have just like my sacred flame start burning his tail.
If I get out of here, I will rip your throat out.
I mean, I can keep doing this all day long and just start slowly singe you. To death. Or giving you a chance to live.
It's not a chance to live, it's a chance to die differently.
I mean, you can always run away. You don't have to go back to them.
Your weak minds do not comprehend the scope of this power.
It's obviously not great power if we killed you.
It's true. I'm pressing just a little bit harder. What is it they want with the witch?
Which witch?
You said you were going to hunt down the witch that was helping us. What do they want with the witch? And I push it just a little bit harder.
My question is still which witch? There's at least 3 who have helped you.
The
2.
mad woman.
Well, I'm not after her. I'm not specific. I assume, from what I know, she can see the future. I assume that would be helpful for our master.
How about the one in the black cloak?
She can open. I don't want. Why? I'm not telling you.
Press
I-
it just a little bit harder. I think you are gonna tell us.
You
Because
guys
we
can
need to
either give
know.
me a persuasion or intimidation check. to
I'm gonna
manage.
do an intimidation check. And fuck you, it's a fucking dirty 20. You're gonna be scared of me, bitch.
She can open a portal to the underworld. This is something our leaders need.
What do they need it for?
Press harder.
They need it to get down there and kill Hades.
Kill Hades. They think they're going to accomplish that?
They did kill Ares, so
Our dream cannot be achieved while Hades lives.
No. We're not letting this happen. I'm just like literally pressing like as hard as I can non-lethally. And
honestly, just
pushing
kill
my
him right
leg
now.
into you. No, I won't kill him. No.
We
can't
already
kill
got
him.
his wife. How hard can he be?
I think that's where you misunderstood. Hades cares about Persephone in a fucking fucked up way, but I don't think he truly cares.
That's not the point.
You
That's
should
not
ask
the point.
Zeus if he cares.
That's not the point. No one needs to take power away from the gods.
Slop off his head already.
I take a deep
These
breath
are-
and just yank it back.
These are the most. You chop his head off, falls to the ground. His body burns up.
Well, that was not really much help at all. All it did was. We have to stop this. This. They cannot harness this type of power. There's just no possibility that such a disturbed group of individuals would have such a great amount of power. That is bad for everyone in every corner of this universe.
Well, I think they also want to kill Hades just since he's holding the fucking the Titans back. Also, to be fair.
So what are we gonna do? We're just gonna protect. We're just gonna do our best to try and help prevent the gods from being murdered one by one.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we have to go there.
Yep.
Down there.
Yeah.
In the underworld.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe you can or Jade's body or soul's there. Who knows?
To the underworld.
Better get our coin ready. I walk over and just grab Jade's body.
Okay. You
Hoist it
guys,
over my shoulder.
you guys make it into town. The rest of you make it into this port unimpeded, basically. You do notice there's a few tavernas and places where ship captains are probably probably go to get contracted out. You guys can go to the docks. You don't have much information, but you do. I mean, there does seem to be a lot pointing to Gate of the Underworld. So, which you would need to sail to.
Either way, your mom said that this witch was here.
Your mom said this witch was here. Okay. All right. So
why
where are you guys gonna go?
ask around? I mean, taverns is probably the best place for information.
Well, yeah. But we need to get our hands on some more gold. Unless we can convince somebody to take us just on a good accord, not many people are going to take us to where this map is leading willingly.
Gold first to sale. Then we need something valuable for boat guy, Aaron.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys starting at like a tavern or like going to the docks? It's getting to be like night at this point.
We'll go to the tavern.
Might as
Okay.
well. There's no point in going to the dock.
I mean, we need to stash the fucking body somewhere anyway.
Yeah, we need to find a place.
Okay. Everybody give me a perception check.
It's probably in a tavern somewhere and make me look like a statue or something.
Yeah, just weekend
8.
at Bernie's in.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna.
right?
Yeah.
I got a
Stand
18.
him up like
24.
a stuffed bear.
24. Okay. You see, Talia, you're just kind of like taken in by everything. Very busy little town here. Jax, you got the 18, you said?
Yep.
You get into this tavern here, and you see that there's one table that does seem to have like a lot of like fancier looking people around it. People who look like you can kind of see seem to be like captains and stuff are kind of like circling around this one table. You can't get a clear picture of who else is there, but you do see like a lot of like there looks to be some deals going down. Demetrius, in the distance, kind of behind this mess of people at this one table, you see a figure who looks, passing glance, looks somewhat familiar. Their face is covered. They are in like a scorched black armor. But like full covered face, breastplate and everything. They have a black cape, and like this shining gold spear and shield. But something about them seems familiar to you as you walk in. You can't, from this distance, can't quite put your finger on it. But you guys are all kind of getting pulled in separate ways. Mentally, what you doing?
Demetrius
Jax
is going to.
Go ahead.
Demetrius is going to walk over, like slowly wander over towards the figures that he noticed.
Okay. Jax, what are you doing?
I'm gonna walk up to the table of captains.
Okay. Talia, are you doing anything in specific?
Nah, man. I'm just having a drink.
Okay. We will start with Demetrius. Actually, we'll start with Jax. Jax, you come up to this table. You see a couple of captains, like, kind of walking away. You hear, like, that priestess is fucking crazy. No way we're going to that island. Like, start walking away. You see a couple captains are, like, still interested. One gets up from the table and says, "You'll need a lot more than that to convince us to go there." Another captain just, like, throws their hands up and walks away. But one captain is, like, remains seated here listening to this pitch. And you see a hooded woman with, like, bright red hair kind of dripping out from under the hood. Without even looking up at you, she says, "Please take a seat, General Karn."
I pull the seat back, sit down.
And you hear her begin to continue this conversation. "So yes, your crew will be compensated with my associate is guarding several thousand bags or several thousand pieces of gold. That's a fortune. As much as you make on voyages in a year, if not more. It's all you have to do is get us there, and we'll take care of the rest. However, there will be at least 3 more guests joining us, but you can put them to work as well." She seems to have accounted for you guys already. And this captain he's got an eye patch on, scar like all down one of his face, and says, "I ain't scared of anything in those waters. I don't care what legends or myths or monsters hold there." She says, "You're just the right guy for the job." Demetrius, you walk over to this figure in this like black armor, like an olive brown skin, standing tall. Like I said, something familiar is about him, but you can't really tell as his face is kind of in shadows. As you get closer and closer, he stares at you, and you meet eyes with him. Eyes that, I mean, just you can give me an insight check as you meet eyes with him.
7.
7. I mean, just eyes that look mad, pissed off, angry, is what you're kind of getting from them. But as you get closer, you see kind of dark locks of hair. What used to be like black stubble has kind of grown out a little bit into more of a beard. And you see Jax's former comrade from arms, Ortiz and Misa, here in this black armor. Well, you're a lot tougher than when I last saw you.
I've been through a lot.
I think we both have. The priestess told me Jax and you all would be coming here for us.
Well, they just told us to come here. We didn't know really what it was for, but we're here now.
Well, I think you're going to be in it for the long haul.
I just hope I'm ready for it.
Welcome aboard, and that's where we'll end our session.
Very nice.
Okay, everybody, that was Idiots Rolling Dice, episode 18 of the Epic. Some wild shit happened in an action-packed shorter session this week. But yes, hopefully we will be back with the main campaign again next week. It's fun, a lot of excitement to go around here. So yes, I am Mimic the Idiot. I am Dungeon Master of this campaign. I'm joined by Daisy Case, who plays Talia, Jimmy, who played Jay Dragonborn, who is now in hell, Played a Fool, who plays Demetrius Longwing, and Vex, who plays Jax Karn. New episodes most every Friday on the podcast feed and YouTube. The new live episodes on Saturdays. You can follow us on Twitter for updates sometimes. I've had a hectic couple of weeks, so I've been really falling off on social media stuff and just some production stuff in general. And I'm sorry about that, but, you know, life happens. So that is going to be it for us tonight. And until next time, we love you. We appreciate you. Adios.